been like over a month since I've literally forced myself to go out. I've literally been working and promoting my work and basically taking care of business and things that need to be taken care of. And then I started treatments for my back condition, the herniated disc in my back, and now that has caused some pain in my lower back, which makes them believe that I may have slipped or herniated disc in my lower back as well. So I'm in a lot of pain a lot of times, so I don't really feel like actually going out and being social. Just me really starting to amp up family stuff and trying to be closer with my mini and my parents. For the first time in my life, my whole life since I was like 18 years old, has been committed to building up other people's empire, right? And other people's storyline. And where did I fit? Forcing myself to fit in other storylines. That's been me since I was practically like a kid, basically, right? And whenever that timeline dropped off, or they were like, yeah, whatever, this doesn't work for me, bye, my world would end. And for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm really taking a stand not to jump back into something after investing in people that are no longer in my life. For the first time in my life, I don't want to jump directly into something else, because I've done that many times where it's just like moving from one person to the next. It didn't work out with one person, so I immediately had to jump into a new storyline to validate my existence. And for the first time in my life, I don't feel that anxiety of needing to find someone to jump into a storyline with to validate my existence. And it's a great feeling, to be really honest. It's a great feeling. It's a scary feeling. Sometimes I wake up in the night and I'm like, oh my God, I'm completely on my own. So if this all goes to hell, then it's on me. And sometimes that's a scary feeling. It really is. Sometimes you're like, what the heck am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why do I insist on being this way? But honestly, especially if you've never done it before, and being the age that I'm in, not to have done this before, it's kind of like, it's a big deal for me. Honestly, it is the most empowering thing in the world for me. And I'm so glad I'm on this journey. That's what I'm really working on now, is just releasing those limits, releasing the limits of what I'm capable of what other people believe that I'm capable of, because it all boils down to that. What do you believe? What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about other people? What do you believe you're capable of? Because I guarantee you, whatever that is on a deep level, maybe not on the surface level, I'm saying, hey, I want wealth, I want success, I want this, I want that, but no one is going to believe you, including the things that you want, and they won't come to you if you don't believe you can achieve it on some level. And that's what I'm really working on in this season of my life, is believing it and doing the right things to attract it and bring it to me. Because the resources are out there. They're out there for me. And this is another hard concept to understand. The resources are there. You just have to attract them. You have to call them to you. And it's one thing to be like, yeah, I want these things. I want the money. I want the power. I want the whatever. You can sit there and say that all day. But if you're not attracting it, it's not going to come to you. It's just not. It's going to keep repelling. It's like, oh, she really doesn't want this. Because look what she's doing. She's saying, I don't have this money. I don't have this success. I don't have this type of person in my life to support me. I don't have it, maybe I'll never get it. Maybe you're not even saying that to yourself, but you're deep down, because you think you haven't reached it already, that you really do feel that way. It's paying attention. It's paying attention. So you're repelling those things. Those things, the very things that you want, is what you're repelling. And you keep attracting the negative energy, right? Because we only can attract, it comes down to law of attraction. The law of attraction shows that we can only attract what we are, not what we want. Once you understand that on a deep level, then you can change your narrative. And that's exactly what I'm working on. Because I'm coming to an understanding of this, that I cannot attract what I want. I can only attract who I am. who I am on a deep level. That's what's mirroring back to me in people, in financial situation, and anything. And the fact that, like, I have a lot of self-doubt, right? Like last year, looking back on the finances, I was actually shocked at how much money I was able to make on my own. And that's not the right attitude to have. It shouldn't have surprised me that much, right? And the fact I could have made more. I could have made even more. I could have been so much more comfortable if I had just believed in myself. If I could have been like, okay, I did this, I could have done 10 times more. But I was actually shocked. I was like, oh, I can't even believe I did this amount. That's self-defeating. It's self-defeating to look at something you've accomplished and been like, oh, I can't believe I actually was able to do that, because that's repelling it. That's saying, I don't want more than that. I got exactly where I thought I could get. And even then, I was kind of like, oh, well, I'm surprised I pulled that off on my own. Thinking in the past, I thought I've needed other people to help me be where I wanted to be. I thought, I've needed XYZ or an education or a background, or I just had all these false beliefs about it that, it was only achievable if I had this or that I didn't have, right? So that's very defeating. You have to take the limits off. That's all there is to it. You have to take the limits off and start attracting it. That's what will start attracting it. It's very hard to understand. I'm still at a kind of a learning phase of understanding this. This is a concept I've been learning since I read the book The Secret a couple years back by Rhonda Burns. And that, if you know about it, it's like a worldwide bestseller. And she really kind of, well, even before her, but she was kind of the one to really pioneer as far as make this a huge concept about manifestation and self-doubt and beliefs and how powerful they are, that they literally control our lives. What we believe about ourselves and others, especially about ourselves, is what controls our lives, or what others believe about us that we then project onto ourselves. Limiting belief, limiting ideas, that is what controls our lives. And this is a relatively new concept for me. So this is something I'm diving really deep into. I'm also kind of like dealing with some other things, like dealing with some trauma over my years that's caused me some dissociative amnesia, which I'm battling to come to the understanding that in order to move forward, it requires forgiveness. I have to forgive myself, and I have to forgive other people. People, even if they don't ask for my forgiveness, even if they don't care if I forgive them or not, for my own self and for your own self, you have to forgive your past. You have to forgive your limiting beliefs that cause you to have that past. You have to forgive the other people that contributed to the past. And you have to release the blame, because if you constantly blame other people or even yourself for what happened in the past and you can't move past it and forgive, then you're just going to continue to live that narrative again and again in different forms. That's what I want to share with y'all. I'm getting ready to force myself to leave this house. I've been hiding for like weeks now and refusing to leave except for work and business and to take care of things. But tonight I'm going to take myself out on a date because I need to get out of this house. Like, I'm driving myself insane at this point. And I may have to take, oh my gosh, I may actually have to take something because my back is hurting constantly. That's another reason I've been hiding, because when I don't feel good and things hurt or I'm sick or whatever, I just will like hide away from the world, because, that's just when self-care comes into effect. But I'm actually going to go out tonight. I'm taking myself out. Yes, thank you very much. I bought myself a new dress from All Saints. Really freaking cute. It came all the way from New York. So freaking cute. It's actually so cute. I'm like, I don't know if I should like keep this dress and wear it all summer, or if I should actually wear it like once and model it for eBay and Mercari and Poshmark and then put it up for sale and be like, yes, let me make a profit off of this because I took some cute pictures in this outfit. So I haven't decided, but I am forcing myself to go out tonight and be a little bit social, finally. And I just wanted to share that before I went. I wanted to share that. Just if you didn't get anything else out of this, just get this out of this. Separate yourself from your limiting beliefs. Release yourself from your limiting beliefs. Release yourself from hatred. Release yourself from unforgiveness. Forgive yourself. Forgive other people for the past. And that's where healing and moving forward and changing your life starts, right? Release yourself from your limitations, and you will attract the things you want. You can only attract who you are, not what you want, okay? So I hope you all learned something from this. I'm definitely learning and in a process. If you have any questions for me or anything you want me to discuss or talk about, within reason, keep it classy, y'all. Don't say something stupid that's gonna make me ban people. But if y'all have any questions or things y'all want me to talk about or discuss or learn about me or my past or my present, my future, what I'm working on, feel free, and I will try to make a video for y'all about it. Okay, bye.